So we did a lot of videos and we listened to a lot of students. What was your take from it?
I think the biggest thing that's come out of the videos and the interviews for me is just how much the kids see Superstars as like a family and like their home away from home. I think that's been the standout message for me anyway.
I think like, again, it's like it shows again like what's actually important to them.
Yeah.
And the big thing that I thought was their friends was a big thing.
Honestly, at the end of the day, it just comes down to them feeling like they fit and that they have somewhere safe, you know.
Like they found out right, definitely.
Definitely.
What I did think was hilarious though was how much they all thought of the movie we did last year. So for people who don't know, so for people who were not here last year or the year before, it was so not summer show this year, summer show last year.
Covers Not a Book.
Yeah, it was Covers Not a Book. It was a red carpet event where Superstars booked out Ballincollig Cineplex, so it was really cool. We had every single screen in the cinema, which was actually blowing my mind for the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Red carpet, photographer, and we played our show's cover.
And they got to see themselves up on the big screen, and in a way I'm really glad that they saw it as such a good experience, because it almost makes those 2 weeks worth it in my book. So for anyone who doesn't know, turns out 2 weeks is not enough time to edit 4 feature-length films and deliver them to cinema. So I was fighting for my life.
But I'm glad they enjoyed it.
Yeah, it kind of makes it all worth it.
It does,
you know.
yeah. But yeah, no, so it was really nice just to get their perspective, get the reasons why they're here. And I love that our plans as well, like, come into fruition. So like the plan to bring in the Easter intensive, to make it more on them, to make it more their responsibility and what they're doing. And then they come in here and they're like, the Easter intensive. Yeah. Like I love when I see what we've planned work out for them, you know? Like let's call a spade. Being a performer is a hard road to go by. There's lots of competition, so Superstars is really trying to give the students as much tools in their tool belt as possible if they're pursuing it in that industry. So make sure that our senior and company students know how to run a production, how that runs, so that in the event that they're like, I'm heading, this is what I'm doing, they have always these other skills to fall back on. We even had them doing sound, like. Even
if you do just want to be a performer, it makes you more hireable, being able to talk to the different people and to be able to understand everybody's role. You respect it a bit more.
When they were doing their interviews for the Easter intensive, one of them was like, we just didn't realise like how much the teachers are doing behind the scenes. And I just think you go into a show and you don't realise. Why would you realise if you weren't actually having to do all that work? Like, so I think it's great for them, and I think it actually like had the effect of making them more hungry as well to do it professionally.
The more jobs you can do, the more jobs you can have.
Yeah. The more jobs, that's should be the more jobs you can do, the more jobs you can have. But I have to say, Ciara, like you've been with Superstars 2 years, you were supposed to leave last year, and I was like on my hands and knees begging you to stay, and that guilt trip worked. Obviously you stayed another 12 months.
Do you know, you didn't even have to beg that hard. I think last summer I was just thinking about how much I love the students, and I've just loved my time with Superstars and everything that we've achieved together, like all the students and all the other teachers. I wasn't ready to walk away, you know, and I'm still not ready. And it's
stay. No, go pursue your dream.
You know, like it's definitely not been an easy decision to come to, but I just know in myself, like, the decision has nothing to do with Superstars and everything to do with me and what I want to do in life, and regrets that I know I'll have if I don't do this.
But I think that's actually inspiring for your students.
Yeah, because
that you're going to go, you know, and like you're going to London to perform, and I think that's inspiring in itself.
Yeah, because how can I stand in front of them and be like, yeah, follow your dreams, do whatever you want, and never do it for myself? It feels empty if I don't ever do it for myself.
You're coming back for the Easter intensive
Yes.
anyway.
Yes, I'll be here for the Easter intensive if anybody misses me desperately. Yeah.
Well, look, thanks so much. I thought it was lovely to get the students' perspective, and thanks for helping me do it.
I've had a great time. Thank you so much for asking me.
Thank you. You're one of